Good morning and welcome. My name is Leah from Project Revolution 360, which is of course www.balicounselling.com, and I am a clinical therapist and expert within the realms of narcissistic abuse, and my aim and my goal is to bring to you the victims, the experiences of this awful, insidious form of abuse, is to help to empower, educate, and help you to heal and recover from this very shame and blame based type of abuse. That being said, I just wanted to come along and give a little bit of a brief introduction into what actually is narcissistic abuse, what actually is the narcissistic personality type, how can we recognize it, because I think that in its essence is powerful for a start. And I was, just having a little think about how we've gone about our lives and, how we've learnt to be able to identify who is a narcissist and who is not. And I want to be very clear that there is not millions of narcissists running about. They are in their essence actually pretty rare. So that's a relief, isn't it? And the reason I say that is because everybody can be dropping the narcissist label onto anybody who's got some types of issues, and there's a very distinct difference between the two types of people who may be working through some stuff or may not be particularly assertive, and or maybe somebody who is very non-directive in their approach, and the narcissist. And it's intentional, and you can recognize the difference between the two types by how you feel in their company. It's really that simple. Let me give you an example. Have you ever been in a situation, perhaps gone to a local gym, been quite a regular there, generally got on quite well with everybody, and then there's just one person that seems to stick out? They seem to notice you too. It's like some weird kind of energy is being kind of like communicated without any words being said. You take an instant almost dislike to this person. You can't for the life of you think why. And they seem to have some weird kind of obsession with you too. Nobody else seems to notice it, but you do. And you've looked at why you might be feeling like this around that person, why this person seems to have a certain type of reaction towards you, and you've looked at all the various different things of, is this my past coming up? Am I perhaps a bit jealous? Perhaps I'm a bit insecure, but nothing quite seems to resonate. Well, can I tell you that is one of the biggest indicators that you are in the presence of a narcissist, and the uncomfortableness and the almost double way of communicating is because the narcissist recognizes you too. Recognizes you as being able to see them, recognizes you as being an empath or a truth seeker or someone who is genuine or sincere, and they can see that you can see them. And this is where the fun begins, or not, as the case may be. Now, when people first don't or are not aware of the dynamics and the feelings and the strategies that are within this framework of abuse, they can be very blindsided, and that's when the problems start. So say, for example, you got this very strong reaction towards this person in the gym, and this person in the gym seems to be communicating something back to you, and something transpires as a result of it. Maybe if this person is of the opposite sex, they come over and say, hey, how are you? I've been watching you, or whatever. Or it's another person of the same sex, or somebody you're not romantically inclined with. If you don't know the strategies and the signs, the chances are this person may or may not try to pull you into their web in one way or another. And you may fall for it and go, oh, they're actually really nice. Like, I don't know why I got that fear feeling about me. I don't know why I felt all insecure. They're actually really lovely. And the friendship or the relationship will go along for a little while, but there'll be this really odd feeling of unease going on, almost like anxiety. And the things that they say, whilst lovely and really nice, there's just something you just feel like, did they just wound me, or why did I get that reaction from something that they said? No, you don't get this from anybody else, just this one particular type. You are feeling confused because what they're presenting is perfectly lovely. They're very nice, very friendly, seem to be doing a lot for everybody. But there's something that's gnawing away at you to the point where it prevents you from sleeping at night. There's like, I feel like I've got this weird obsession with this person. Like, I can't figure them out, and I'm sure it's me. It's not. This is your cue to leave. This is your cue to not engage. Your instincts, your inner guidance is telling you that this is a toxic situation, and that is why you are feeling conflicted. Anything healthy is going to feel, I do apologise, anything healthy is going to feel balanced. It's going to feel as it does with other people in your life. There's no second guessing, there's no, who are they? There's no worrying or gnawing or that feeling of poisonous resentment at night time. It's just straightforward. And with normal relationships, you might get peed off with somebody or aggravated, but it won't create a mental obsession and a poisoning inside. Do you see the difference? I know you can. So when you know this, I'll bet now you can trace back to all those times when you felt that before and blamed you, right? This can go all the way back to childhood. Remember those popular kids at school who didn't like you? For no reason. They didn't seem to like you for absolutely no reason. What kind of people were they? You know, that person at work who seemed to just go out of their way to make you feel uncomfortable, and yet they did it in such a sweet and sickly way. Why? The reality is there seems to be this invisible bond that connects the truth seekers, the authenticity people, the empaths, those of this beautiful white light, and those that are not particularly nice people and haven't got your best interests at heart. And like I said, this is not the mainframe of people. There's a lot of people. Me, for example, everybody, we all have our little ways and our little defects of characters. It's different. We're not expecting people to be perfect. Yeah, of course we're not. It's not that kind of a world. But there's a difference between people having a way about them, certain defects, certain kind of like attributes you're not that keen on, and the toxic type. Like I said, your instincts will always let you know which is which. And in those instances, what I want you to do is to always trust your gut. Run your feelings and your thoughts past somebody else. Get honest with yourself and journal, but please stop blaming yourself for overreacting or having an issue around somebody that everybody else thinks is great. If you're feeling that way, you can guarantee it's your truth. And people sideline and ignore that and blame self and get full on into relationships with these people and end up being pulled into this god-awful manipulative web, and they find it even more difficult to be able to get out of. So this is the first step to recognizing who this narcissist is. And a few of their traits: they have zero empathy. They can pretend to be very sweet and very caring. Oh, that's awful, did you really go through that? Chances are they're going to bitch about you behind your back. and they won't show up consistently with any real form of care or attention for you if you are going through something. Secondly, they are so judgmental. They're not judgmental in front of other people, but to you, they will completely assassinate somebody else's character. Generally, it's people who they find as threatening to them, people who can see them, people who know who they are and who aren't buying into their gear. Those ones, they'll completely assassinate them. They are very charming and charismatic, and to the outside world can look like these are really great guys or girls, martyrs, sweet, amazing, caring, loving people. But there's a dark side. There's a dark side that only comes out when their guard is down, generally in front of you, generally when they're going through a difficult time, generally when something is challenging them. The mask slips and you get a glimpse, you see this person who lurks beneath. But to the outside world, oh, they're lovely. They couldn't do enough for you. But for you at home, they won't do jack shit. Of course they did in the beginning. They did everything for you. They were the greatest friend. They were the greatest work colleague. They were the greatest lover. They were the greatest soulmate. Because they love that chat as well. I feel so connected to you. I feel like you are, like I've been looking for you all my life. Like nobody else gets me. It's all designed to pull you in. And again, you will have those types of conversations with other people, right? You'll know the difference between what is genuine and what is toxic and is being used to lure you in. What else do these types do? There's so many different characteristics. So many. And we will go through these as we go along. But if you are feeling that you don't know if you are coming or going, if you are consistently being blamed or shamed, and in turn blaming or shaming yourself for your reactions or your feelings within a specific relationship, friendship, or whatever, then what I would say to you is, again, I can't emphasize this enough. Trust your instincts. Do some research around narcissistic abuse and how it works in so many different areas of your life from so many different types of people in your life. Okay? Essentially, they just want power. They want to pull you in and they want to be able to build you up and knock you down and build you up and knock you down and get you reacting and getting you emotional. Also that they can stand there and say, what on earth is the matter with you? Have you seen her? She gets so emotional. Such a mess. I was trying to support her. And look, this is their kryptonite, people. So, you know, I will always teach my clients how to respond, how to be, and how to disable and disarm a narcissist so that you don't end up giving your power away. Because that's when you feel even more vulnerable, even more at their cause, even less likely or capable of being able to leave. So you hold on to your power at all times. Where possible, walk away. When not, start to learn and educate and empower yourself so that you can arm yourself against these tactics that are designed to empty your tank and fill up theirs. The stronger you are, the more capable you are of walking away. And even better, not allowing these types into your life. Keep watching, folks. Keep your eyes peeled. And remember, it's not you, it's them.